Well, this rather lovely engine is a Weeden model number 672. It arrived today, all the way from the United States of America, and I'm very pleased with it. It's a bit grubby, the paintwork is a bit grubby on the base, and obviously there's quite a bit of paint missing from the engine casting. But apart from that, I mean, it's in superb condition. I checked the element's fine. It was missing a smokestack, so for the purposes of this video, I've borrowed a Weeden smokestack of one of my other engines. But yeah, the safety valve is free, the whistle is free. This is one of the Weedens I've been after for a while. These were first introduced by Weeden in 1930, made through until about 1940. I love these ones because it's got this solid cast iron base on it. The thing weighs a ton, and it's really well built, very, very solid. Some of the Weedens were much more similar to the Empire engines. A lot of the Weedens were quite delicate, little delicate flywheels and con rods and so forth. But these ones, like the 672, much more like an Empire engine in its heavy duty build quality. So yeah, I'm going to clean the base up a little bit and give the boiler a bit of a wipe over, but I probably won't do any more to it because you have to make a decision sometimes with these things. Do I do a complete restore, strip and repaint, or do I just leave it? If it's in a reasonably good condition like this one, I think it'll just get a clean. But no, I'm looking forward to getting this one steamed up. Well, I think we've got enough pressure, so let's give it a go. We also have a leaky sight glass. The Weedens generally tend to have slightly less powerful heating elements than the Empire engines. Given the resistance of this one, this is only about 250 watts, whereas the Empire ones can be up to 400 watts, so it's quite a difference. But it's producing enough. It's producing enough heat, obviously. It's running very quietly. Let's turn the thing around a bit so you can see. There we go. Yeah, it's very quiet indeed. The thread in the pulley for the retaining grub screw was stripped, so I've tapped out slightly larger. It's UNC 540 because I happen to have some 540 small UNC screws, but I don't have a 540 UNC die, so I haven't been able to cut the screw. So the screw that's in there is a little bit long, but I can't cut it down until I can get a die so I can clean the thread up after I've cut it down. But it's doing the job fine. And the only other thing that I found was that the safety valve was actually stuck, but the spring's fine, it just seized up obviously. So, but yeah, it's running a treat. As I said, bear in mind this engine only turned up this morning, so very pleased with that. Let's have a closer look, shall we? I'll put the microphone near the engine, it's so quiet. That's interesting. I wonder what's going on there. I wonder if it's just that the element isn't quite man enough. Let's turn it back round. Strange. It was running fine. It wasn't running particularly quickly, but it was certainly running. Let's have a look, see if the whistle works. Yeah, whistle works fine, so it would appear to have plenty of pressure, but it's... Well, it did run for a while. Problem solved. The safety valve was venting steam. I've tightened it up, and it's now running much better, as you can see. As I said earlier, 250 watts is quite a low value for a heater on one of these engines. So you cannot afford to waste any steam pressure. That's much better. So there you go, a very nice example of a Weeden Model 672, newly arrived from the States, on its first run. And a very nice example of the 672 it is too. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little video on the Weeden 672. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers!